What's good, everybody? It's your boy Shango the Don Raga back at it again. Since last night, we had a few problems. We had some glitches in the system. I wanted to redo things, man, and make sure that everybody got their just due as far as the artists that's been sending in music and whatnot. Speaking of, man, first artist up, and we didn't even play his joint last night. This is from the big homie Deuce. Deuce is no longer on the island, but he's still reaching back and keeping himself plugged into our local music scene. Like I said last night, one thing I love about Deuce's music is how he employs storytelling into what he does, man. And I really enjoy how he comes across as an artist. He's consistent. He produces his own tracks, so he truly epitomizes the term independent artist. He doesn't, go to a producer to make his beats. From what I understand, he doesn't cop beats from anybody else. He sits with his equipment and bangs it out himself. So let's get into this track, man. It's called Last Train to Paris, and this is part of the Play It or Slay It show. So if you are watching and you want to vote on the track, if you think it's dope and we should continue to play it and stick it in rotation on rudeboyradio808.com, just type play it into the comment thread below the stream. If you don't like it and you think it needs work, slay it. It's that simple. But if you are going to slay a song, you know what I mean? It'd be great if you could provide a little feedback that, the artist can use to improve the song or go back and redo it and whatnot. But let's get into the track, man. It's called Last Train to Paris.
Yeah. Alright, so yo, I'm not like good with like words and shit. I mean I am, cause I do this, but I don't know. It's like really when I really got something to say, it's like only one way I know how to say it. And it's like this. Woke up late, I was stuck in a dream about Milan. Fucking models and sipping on Dom Perignon. The time I had was fucking bomb. Cause it seems like every girl up in the club is getting drunk and reaching for my arm. That don't mean that I'm trying to stay. I just needed time to play to let the pain inside just fade away. It's safe to say, now I'm ready for the move. Like when Stella went and lost it and she had to find a groove. Ooh, I was moved by the culture out in Rome. Had a nigga thinking about it like I'm never going home. But home's always pulling at my heart like I never had a chance because she had me from the start. That don't mean that pit stops ain't authorized. I can't help but mesmerized by views of Barcelona skies. And that don't mean I'm not lazy on my kids. I already bought the tickets, I'm not really trying to miss this. Last train to Paris, last chance to catch this rise. Last train to Paris, last chance before I die. Last train to Paris, last chance to catch this rise. Last train to Paris, last train to Paris. I heard Paris is always beautiful year round. Should've stayed when I was there, I wouldn't fear now. Never seeing the lights in the night sky. I hate that I might die before getting the right try. But my last was my past, I mistake. Thought that I would be there for me to embrace it. Thought that I would be there for me to relate with. And now it seems that the city sees that I ain't shit. When I left, I thought bees would be more fun. Business would be romantic, goddamn it, I'm fucking dumb. Thought I'd have more in common with Athens for the food. Thought that moving to Italy made me so cool. But it seems the grass is greener cause it's fake turf. I guess it takes the fake to show you what the real's worth. So now I'm running through this station with one wish. I bought the ticket so I'm really trying to catch this. Last train to Paris, last chance to catch this rise. Last train to Paris, last chance before I die. Last train to Paris, last chance to catch this rise. Last train to Paris, last train to Paris, last train to Paris, last chance to catch this rise. Last train to Paris, last chance before I die. Last train to Paris, last chance
All right, that was the big homie Deuce, Last Train to Paris. What I like about this track is that um, from a storytelling aspect, you can visualize exactly what he's talking about, and you can kind of feel what's really going on with the sentiments of the song. Now let's move on to the production. The production of the song, in my opinion, needs some work. What's going on, Sincere? I see you. I never did find your track, bro. So if you can resend it to play it or slay it 808 at gmail.com, I'll get it on. Shout out to the homie Sincere Scott. Dope R&B singer. But getting back to Deuce's Last Train to Paris, the production, in my opinion, needs some tweaking. Um, Reverb is usually used to convey emotion in a track, whether you're telling a story, whether you're making a statement, about things that are going on current events wise. You can utilize reverb to give that additional impact to what you're saying. But I think in this song the reverb might have been a little overused. So if I were to be able to talk to Deuce and tell him any one thing that I would change about the song, looking at it from an aspect of sonics on different systems, on in headphones, smaller speakers, that reverb is really going to start to overpower your vocals. So I would reduce the reverb to maybe like a vocal mix where you can kind of hear it, but it's not overpowering your vocals. Kind of like a slight delay almost. So that's one thing. The other thing is, however you did your mix on the rhythm track itself was excellent. I think the overall presentation of that is top notch. So goes out to your producer creds, bro. You've been practicing a lot. But those are the only negative things, if you could say that, I have to say about the song. I really enjoyed listening to the story element of it, and there's a lot of poetic styling in the way you delivered your verses, and I thought that was really, really dope because not too many artists do that on a consistent basis these days, and hip hop definitely needs more of it. So that's what I think about Deuce's joint called "Last Train to Paris." Gonna keep things moving right along. With everything that's been going on in Hawaii lately concerning the situation up at Mauna Kea, I think that a little brevity and just a little bit of a turn up can work wonders for everybody's attitude right about now. So this joint came to me from the brother Action. It's with a homie off of Maui. It's called Josh Sun, and Josh Sun has been around for a hot minute. A lot of cats think he's new, but Josh Sun has been around for a minute, man, doing what he does. But the name of the track is 808 All Day. I'm going to show you the video right now. If you like the track, please go into the comment thread and type play it. If you don't like the track, you can slay it. And we ask that you offer a little feedback. So artists, if you're trying to get your songs in, you want to follow the information on the ticker and send in your MP3 or your YouTube URL to play it or slay it 808 at gmail.com. Play it or slay it 808 at gmail.com. In the meantime, let's get into this track, Action, featuring Josh Sun, 808 All Day.
Sunset, now we bound with a blunt lit. Bout mine to get done quick. 808, I'm plugged in. Been blessed, but I've been less. From the bench, now I bench press. Been up, but I've been pressed. My hustle strong, it's endless. H&L, that's the place I dwell. Paper long, no paper trail. Push it hard if you pay me well. I made it big from a dirty scale. 808, where I lay my head. If you make it here, then you making bread. Wish them luck, don't break a leg. I never care what a hater said. All I know is I get mine. Hold it down for the H.I. Low High State, we stay blind from the daytime to the nighttime. It's all good, it's all fine. No breaks, no halftime. It's all good, it's all fine. No breaks, no halftime. 808 all day, 808 all day, 808 all day, 808 all day. in all of that. Fresh gear, I always match. Satin line, just a cop a hat. So many times I can't call exact. They know me here, I always grab a decade plus. Been dropping racks, support the cause, they're giving back. We light it up just like a match. The dopest lines from first to last. A natural skill, can't purchase that. Riding waves, he'll surf the track. You can spend all day in my shirts and hats. Till limited when I come to fit it or a snapback. Not a gimmick, yo, I push it to the limit when I gotta have that. Some call it a habit, some call me an addict. With a new era flag, got the beat on the fabric. I'm talking OE stacks in the high cams. Scripts and the lucky cats. Box logos, even down to sweet homes. In-store and online, drops always be gone. I'm swagged out, can't fuck with me. Cause I live a life of luxury. And haters hate, but we do it all day for the 808. 808 all day, 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 808 all day. 808, that's all day we parlay. Go hard, give it all, man. Ball hard, no ball game. 808, 808, 808, 808 all day, every day, all day, hey.
All right, man. That was 808 all day. That was the homie Action featuring Josh Sun out of Maui. Um, I don't know, man. I think we should play that. I think we should play it. I think it's kind of like a anthem for the 808, party anthem for the 808. And right about now, with everything that's going on and the sour mood that's permeating the islands because of the whole Mauna Kea thing, I think we could all use a little bit of turn up. But let us know how you feel about it, man. Go into the comment thread, type play it or slay it, and offer your feedback. If you do choose to slay the track, we're gonna keep things moving right along. And sincere, I'm gonna go back and look in the email, and I'll do my very, very best, man, to get your song on before the end of this broadcast. Even if people got to watch a black screen for a minute for me to get it set up or whatever. We're gonna keep things moving along, man. On the Play of the Sled show. This is from a group, and it's not even really a Play It or a Slay It track, but I would appreciate y'all's opinion on it, man, because I've been following this group for a while, ever since the Mac and the Don show days. Shout out to the homie Lamar Mac. The name of the group is Whoa, WHOAA. Whoa. It's a guy and a girl. It's a duo. And one thing I love about this group is the way they take elements of old school tracks and flip it and give it a more modern appeal. But if you watch their videos, if you ever seen them, perform live, man, the way that they wear their performance outfits, to the way that they direct their music videos, it's always giving love to the old school, to where it all began, man. And that's one thing I definitely appreciate about this group. And I think y'all will like them a lot too. I would love to see somebody bring it to Hawaii, because I think that they would go hard, man. It's something different. It's not, your standard run-of-the-mill type of stuff. It's definitely something that you could even take your kids to go watch. It's that safe, you know what I'm saying? But it's still dope, and it's still entertaining, and it's still fun. It's not corny. It's not lame. So let's check this new joint they got out called The Weekend Song. It's more or less a lyric video, but they did it in the same unique style that lets you know is Whoa on the track. So this is Whoa, Weekend Song, inside the Play of the Sled show with your boy, Shango the Don Rocket.
This my favorite song, turn it up. Hey, Mr. DJ, won't you keep on playing my song? Hey, Mr. DJ, won't you keep on playing my song? Hey, Mr. DJ, won't you keep on playing my song? Hey, Mr. DJ, won't you keep on playing my song?
your mama favorite song, turn it up then. Hey, Miss DJ, can you make it shake it like you? Hey, looking like iced tea with some cocoa. When it's dropped, they gon' feel it like cocoa. Ghost Town, what you know about So-So? H-Town, get me tipping on some fofos. ATL, we was tipping on some momos. Back of the lag, get me jumping out the photo. West, when I pull up in the low. Memorial Drive, what you know about low pro? This a bop, make your booty pop. This that yoga flame, call that heat rock.
Yeah, that was Whoa with the Weekend song. So you heard now you can kind of see what I'm talking about when it comes to that group. I mean, they have been super busy. The first time that I actually came across them was listening to a version of a song they did that was originally done by a group called 52nd Street. And if you know anything about that type of sound that was coming out of like the UK and the Upper East Coast around that time of the late 80s into the early 90s, it was a really unique sound. So I'm talking about groups like 52nd Street, Loose Ends, Timex Social Club, kind of all that same type of vibe, but they redid it and the video was dope. So I reached out to them and we've just kind of had a nice little friendship via long distance phone calls and through social media. And I'm definitely hoping, man, that their buzz continues to grow and their stars continue to rise. And somebody over here with nice long deep pockets can bring them to the 808 for a show. All right. So I'm going to keep things moving. That's Whoa. The name of that track was The Weekend song. By Whoa. So we're going to get into something else. Now this comes from the Single Stoners Club. And it's a track called Body. And Single Stoners Club is actually one dude. But let me know what you think about this. Let's get into it.
The things I do to your brain, I'll freak your mind from dawn until day. Just imagine what I do to your body, body. Ooh, your body, body. Ooh.
Just the thought of it make me want it. Just the thought of it make me want it. Just the thought of it make me want it. Just the thought of it make me want it.
Just a mental note, I can suck the juice out your cantaloupe. I can get it jumping like an antelope. Ain't no need for no umbrella when it rains and pours. I can freaking mind Kama Sutra. Have you in the castle like Cooper? If you need a lesson, I'm a tutor. Make a player stop and pursue ya. I mean, you dripping and dropping. Excuse me, do you do this often? I mean, you dripping and dropping. Excuse me, do you do this often? You dripping, you dropping. You can write checks, but that ass still bouncing. I can make you crazy, make you wanna have my baby. The things I do to your brain, I'll freak your mind from dawn until day. Just imagine what I do to your body, body, your body. Ooh, your body, body, body. Ooh.
Just the thought of it make me want it. Just the thought of it make me want it. Just the thought of it make me want it. Just the thought of it make me want it.
You ain't no side piece. You be on my coconut like a palm leaf. Got me checking on it like a timesheet. I be scheming on that ass like a Ponzi. Popping my collar up like the fonts when I holler. Hey player, your talk is cheap, but mine is worth $1,000. Baby, you're scholar, your body language is knowledge. I'm trying to read all your issues so I can solve all your problems.
I mean, you dripping and dropping.
Excuse me, do you do this often?
I mean, you dripping and dropping.
Excuse me, do you do this often?
You dripping, you dropping. You can write checks, but that ass still bouncing. I can make you crazy, make you wanna have my baby.
The things I do to your brain, I'll freak your mind from dawn until day. Just imagine what I do to your body, body, your body. Ooh, your body, body, body. Ooh.
All right, man. Shout out to the homie from Single Stoners Club. That was his joint called Body. Lot of auto tune. All right, my personal opinion of the song. I'm kind of on the fence about this track. Reason being is because I'm not really feeling the way it was produced, but I kind of like the way the song was set up. Um, Meaning the structure of the lyrics, the cadence of the delivery. I mean, it's real easy to vibe to, but production wise, I don't know. It's just something about the rhythm track that's throwing me off. I don't know, but that's my opinion. But if you have your own opinion and you want to make it known, so we can get some feedback to the artist, definitely go into the convo thread and type "play it" or "slay it." If you choose to slay a song, give us a little bit of feedback. Let us know why you didn't like it, so we can convey that information to the artist, and hopefully, that'll make the song better. My man Sincere Scott, if you're still listening, I've searched all my email inboxes, bro, and I'm not finding the song. So if you got the song with you, or you can real quick, or you can go into your email, go into your Gmail email to your sent box and make sure you sent it to the right address, because I'm not finding anything. So go into your sent box on Gmail and make sure that you sent it to the right email address so I can try to get it on. But in the meantime, we're going to keep things moving right along. And for any other artists that's interested in having a video featured here or having a song featured here, understand that when we take your song and place it into rotation on Rude Boy Radio 808, it will be getting pro streams or pro plays, because our station is fully licensed thanks to Live 365. So shout out to them. So your song plays actually count. We're tracked by DTS and Nielsen BDS. So that's all I'm gonna say on that. We're legitimate. We're doing real work over here. We're gonna keep it moving with a joint from let's see who we'll play next. I kind of want to play this joint right here, man. You know what? I definitely want to play this track right here, man. So I'm gonna get into this track from Astro Guillotine featuring Toxic called Dos Mas. There you go, there you go. So the thing I like about Astro is one of the hardest working hip hop heads over here next to Action, in my honest opinion. And that's not taking nothing away from nobody, because in a lot of ways, Astro, he's hungry, playing catch up. He had like an 8-year pause, thanks to the penal system and whatnot. So he out here getting it. He ain't taking no prisoners. He ain't waiting on nobody, and he trying to do as much as he can do. So I can definitely relate to that, because when I came out, I was the exact same way. I wasn't waiting on nobody. I wasn't walking around asking for no handouts. I just did what I had to do to make it happen and get my name and my music out there. So shout out to every artist that's out there constantly on their grind. And that's what this show is for, to give you a place and a platform to actually, not produce, but present your work to the general masses and get seen, man, and get heard. You know what I mean? So let's do this. Let's go ahead and get into Astro Guillotine featuring Toxic. The name of the song is Dos Mas, and the video is dope. And yeah, you'll see what I'm talking about. Let's go.
Hello? Oh, okay. Oh, really? Oh, all right. I'll be right there. Bro, remember that one girl?
Yeah.
With the booty?
Yes.
I gotta go see her now.
We're about to shoot a video.
She only here for the night.
It's Dos Mas.
I mean, you can get 2 dots too, but I got one that I gotta attend to.
You were gonna smoke with me.
I know I wasn't. But anyways, I'll see you later though.
I need 2 more shots, 2 more thoughts. Monopoly money, I need 2 more blocks. Ooh, when the mains in the gang link. Everything like chain link. 2 more blunts, 4 doors, 2 stunts. Back out, ghost riding in the front. Back out, ghost riding in the front. Back out, ghost riding in the front. Gas brake deal, break me off a chill. Rick Flair, Drick, go figure 4 flip. Ass so fat, fucking her around trill. Said she glad this night, it got the acting like a pill. Got the swag from my daddy, got the juice from my mama. Older sister put me on and said I owe no one $1. Been running shit. What you know about sanitation? Nigga barely getting letters. What you know about visitation? Is she bougie? I oozy. Smashing out and dipping. I is goofy. Boo, please. You done reach your limit. 2 more blunts, 4 doors, 2 stunts. More scores, new punts, hors d'oeuvres, fruit punch. I need 2 more shots, 2 more thoughts. Monopoly money, I need 2 more blocks. Ooh, when the mains in the gang link. Everything like chain link. 2 more blunts, 4 doors, 2 stunts. Back out, ghost riding in the front. Back out, ghost riding in the front. Back out, ghost riding in the front. Up late just to be up one. I ain't finished with the pack, but the re-up done. I ain't going to the back, time to eat up front. Motivate, gold rap, they can't fake J son. Me and Fable blended back to back. Pearl City on the map. So high I get, might toe tie a cliff. She hop off, jack off, call it ghost ride the dick. I don't really need it, I just want it. Smoke her out the mo like an opponent. Put her on the pony, told her ride it out. Back up, back in, power glide it out. I need 2 more shots, 2 more thoughts. Monopoly money, I need 2 more blocks. Ooh, when the mains in the gang link. Everything like chain link. 2 more blunts, 4 doors, 2 stunts. Back out, ghost riding in the front. Back out, ghost riding in the front. Back out, ghost riding in the front.
I've had a big problem.
I really needed
A good DJ.
And I kept searching.
and searching.
There are so many choices.
It's really hard to find one that has all the things on my list.
But I finally did it.
Yes. Thank you.
If you were looking for one as well,
Look no further.
Here's a really good one.
Just use mine.
Use mine.
I'm very satisfied.
Definitely recommend.
Problem gone.
thank you.
I want this life
Anything
forever.
less than 10 times 10 is unacceptable.
Now this one comes to us from the homie D Sloan. It's called All Day. Cast your vote.
They will
Play
always
it
try
or
to
slay
defeat
it.
you, but you gotta stay motivated and navigate through the fakeness. You understand me? Let's get it. This is heavy worldwide. I be dropping. Yeah, they wanting me to quit, but I ain't stopping. Too gamed up, keep my shoes laced up. Sloan zone, let me show you how to boss up. Make this look easy like a layup. Been played for a fool, but I stayed up. Self-motivate, self-navigate. Keep my grass cut low so I can see the snakes. Every OG I appreciate. I've been soaking up game, that's my mind frame. Making up plays each and every day. I gotta get to it, no play. When you get into it, no time to waste. Tryna block blessings, get up out the way. I can't trust no skill. Everybody I'm around stay trio. All day. When the yaper come around, I'm around. When the yaper come around, I'm around. I'm just saying. All day. 24/7, 365. I'm on my grind. Homie, I be getting mine. All day. When the yaper come around, I'm around. When the yaper come around, I'm around. I'm just saying. All day. 24/7, 365. I'm on my grind. Homie, I be getting mine. All day. They'd rather see me rotting in a jail cell. Or 6 feet deep when the smoke clears. Family on my mind. Money on my mind. I invested in myself, bruh. It's game time. I own all my masters, that's bossing. True. All independent, I'm awesome. True. In fashion over, she killing them. True. She wanna be saved, I'm not feeling it. That ain't my job, I ain't Billy Bob. Go find another, you can try to ride. Making power moves on IG. Longevity, hella high key. Setting up things for the future. I will never ever live fruit. Trying to stop me, that's just not smart. Making my music from the heart, from the start. All day. When the yaper come around, I'm around. When the yaper come around, I'm around. I'm just saying. All day. 24/7, 365. I'm on my grind. Homie, I be getting mine. All day. When the yaper come around, I'm around. When the yaper come around, I'm around. I'm just saying. All day. 24/7, 365. I'm on my grind. Homie, I be getting mine. All day. All day. All day. All day. All day.
Just only on the chorus though. So you talking right there?
I've been sipping, I've been smoking lately, thinking about you. Girl, it's been a minute, shorty, won't you love? I just want your love, I just want your love, I just want it, I just want it. I just want your love, I just want your love, I just want it. Ooh, girl. It's been about a year the last time I seen you. I love how you enjoy everything I like to do. The way I lay you down, the way I do it right, the way you take that deep when I'm looking in your eyes. I just wanna know, girl, do you wanna come over, yeah. Tell me, are you home alone, girl? Alright, yeah, I'm so happy you picked up the phone, girl. I've been sipping, I've been smoking, really thinking about you. Girl, it's been a minute, shorty, won't you love, girl? I just want your love, I just want your love, I just want it, I want it. I just want your love, I just want your love, I just want it. Ooh, girl. I hear your body calling, and it's calling for me. I can hear it in your voice that you really, really miss me. And baby, how you doing? Tell me where you've been. Do you ever think of me? 'Cause I can't get you out of my head. I'm thinking about you all the time. Tell me, are you home alone, girl? Alright, I'm so happy you picked up the phone, girl. I've been sipping, I've been smoking lately, thinking about you. Oh girl, 'cause baby, money shining, won't you drive through? I just want your love, I just want your love, I just want you, I just want it, I want it, girl. I just want your love, I just want your love, I just want it. Ooh, girl. Do you want me, girl, the way that I would, girl? Got a nigga feeling, thinking about you, dreaming. 'Cause all I want is you in my bed, kissing on your body, turning you on. The feeling is strong, talk to me, girl. Tell me, are you home alone, girl? I'm so happy you picked up the phone, girl. I've been smoking, thinking about you. Girl, it's been a minute, shawty, what you got through, girl. I just want your love, I just want your love, I just want you, I just want it. I just want your love, I just want your love, I just want it. I just want your love, yeah. I've been sipping, I've been smoking, thinking about you.
Yeah, that was the homie Sincere Scott. His new joint called Wanted. Sincere, when he was here in Hawaii, he was one of the most reliable artists as far as booking goes, man. I mean, every time I booked him on the show, if he said he was going to show up, he always showed up. He never put no shows, none of that, and he always delivered. The boy can sing. You understand what I'm talking about? He worked closely with the late great Mo Love. Rest in peace to Mo Love on a lot of different songs and everything. So if you've never heard him before, make sure you go and check him out on social media, follow him, and get familiar, because Sincere, man, he's a hell of a talent. Now, what I like about this song is it's delivered in classic Sincere style, just straight crooning, and I love it to death, man. Thank you so much for sending that in, and I am definitely putting that in rotation, so y'all can say what you want in the combo in the combo thread. You can say you play it, you can say slay it, you can say flambe it. I'm putting it in rotation on RudeBoyRadio808.com. Period. Not just because he's a long time homie, but because the song is good. That's my kind of music right there. I'm an older cat. Not old, but older. You know what I mean? And I like to chill when I'm at home, sipping on whatever it is I'm sipping on, thinking about my lady. And that kind of song right there is definitely going to be playing in the background. And maybe we might make another little Aaliyah. I don't know. But, that's a whole nother conversation. But getting back to the music, man, you're inside the Play of the Sled show. And what we try to do with this platform is present music from unsigned or independent up-and-coming artists for the audience to listen to, critique, and vote on. If you like the track, you're very welcome, Sincere. If you like the track, just type play it into the combo thread. If you don't like the track, you can type slay it in the combo thread. Now, if you choose to slay a song, the only thing we ask is that you offer some constructive criticism, some feedback that the artist can use to either improve the song or continue in honing their craft and honing what they do with their music. This is all about improving it and definitely about exposing unsigned and independent artists to an audience who otherwise may not even know that they're on the map. We're going to keep things moving right along with some more music. This one comes from the homie One Night featuring RJ, and the title of the track is I Want Money. Now, One Night and featuring RJ, they coming out of the Vegas area, as a matter of fact. In my opinion, you know what? I'm going to withhold my opinion until y'all hear it. Give me yours. This is One Night featuring RJ. I Want Money. Thanks for watching Play of the Sled.
One night, I'm trying to get it, I gotta stack it, I gotta get it, man. I want money, lots of money, and don't be asking me why, That Bill Gates money, that Oprah Winfrey money, that Lil Wayne money, Young Money, Cash money, that Jay-Z money, that Mayweather money, that Rick Ross money, made back, motivated by the money, trying to get richer, being paid, changing status, being took a perfect pictures, dollars speak with no voice, but me heard clear and loud, seen it make a difference ever since I was a child, saw right down, started chasing, letting money escape me, my eyes on my head, and what I see is what I'm taking, that money brings on the hating, girls gon' start to shaking, hearts that started breaking, no risks that I'm taking, start thinking money, not letting it fold, perfecting my craft, getting paid, getting cold, turn stacks of money straight into gold, basic and rich, I records I sold, rich hard and rich skills and rich ways and rich seal, so nigga I see how rich feel, nigga I make some rich still, so I want money, lots of money, and don't be asking me why, that Bill Gates money, that Oprah Winfrey money, that Lil Wayne money, Young Money, Cash money, that Jay-Z money, that Mayweather money, that Rick Ross money, made back boss money, yeah, I'm a real soldier boy, wanted more than these, became a rich boy, been had cash, but you know I stay humble, trying to stack cash, not stop on a certain number, so more money, my problem, but cash shows see the solve them, gotta overwobble, make anyone drop them, guilty look innocent when the one that's sentencing, see dollar signs, no evidence, just being frames to sell this, you niggas don't try that, caught them cases, all disappear with a few been faces, seen things vanish with a sign, no traces, cross the board with all type of races, trying to see them money talks and OJ and shit walks, trying to get rich like 7 cents, go all day, press talk, I want money, lots of money, and don't be asking me why, that Bill Gates money, that Oprah Winfrey money, that Lil Wayne money, Young Money, Cash money, that Jay-Z money, that Mayweather money, that Rick Ross money, made back boss money, that real money, talking show money, that first single, that blow money, that dope boy, stay fresh money, that wherever you wanna go money, flashlights, that Vegas money, that no prenup, lead COVID money, that Mayweather CPAC money, I'm retired now, feel jack money, get the bottles coming all night money, put a shots up, Patron money, that girl's alright there, but makeup money, Nas money, just got the fountain, cash money, Bentley, off the lot money, lawyer paid, love, so I see inside love, no jail money, money change lie like the lies verse spitting, say they hustle for the money they getting, say it's freestyle when they shit really written, go against me, my nigga, you killing that life, man, you ain't bout that, my bars cost you piss that, talking dead president, my Rushmore, rich like that, I want money, lots of money, and don't be asking me why, that Bill Gates money, that Oprah Winfrey money, that Lil Wayne money, Young Money, Cash money, that Jay-Z money, that Mayweather money, that Rick Ross money, made back boss money.
All right, that was the track I Want Money, One Night featuring RJ, coming out of the Vegas area. Now, the first time I listened to the track and the first time I actually played the video on the show, I will admit I wasn't really feeling it a whole lot. I thought it was dated. I thought the production was a little thin, and I wanted to hear more from the vocals. But with each time I played the song, you know how when you keep playing a song, you can pick out certain little elements? Number one, the video is dope. I can't take nothing from the video. I can't take nothing from the video. It leaves nothing to the imagination. You know what the song is about. He's telling you straight up, I want that money, I want that loot. That's what my concern is, getting to that bag. And these days, a lot of us can relate to that. And it's not for the reasons that most people think. Most people think people just want money just to flaunt, flash, and just spend on bullshit. But the bottom line is, especially for us, let me say that again, especially for us, having money means having choices. You understand what I mean? If you got money, you can choose where you live. You can choose where your kids go to school. You can choose what type of food you eat and what type of food you can avoid. You can choose those things, but when you don't have money, you don't have a lot of choices. That's the reality of it. So I get the concept of the song after, listening to it, marinating on it a little bit, and I am definitely feeling this track because, yeah, we all want the money. Can't nobody out there tell me that they don't want the money. I feel like Cuba Gooding Jr. straight up. Show me the money. Damn right, I want the money. So go into the comments thread, man, or the combo thread, and tell us whether you want us to continue to play it. We'll throw it in rotation on Rude Boy Radio 808 or slay it. But if you choose to slay it, make sure you offer some feedback as to why you feel the song should be slayed. So shouts out to One Night featuring RJ. Dope ass track. Feeling your concept. Now I get it. And that's called I Want Money. We're going to keep things moving right along while you guys decide what type of vote you're going to lay down on that. This next track, this is one of my video picks because I just like the hell out of the track. It's by a brother called Just Jules, and Just Jules is here in Hawaii, and the name of the track is Venom. And after you listen to it, I think that you'll like it too. I just like the style, the delivery. His voice is super unique. The song is fun as hell, and it's just a song you can play in any party setting, and it's gonna help people turn up straight up. So let's get into it, man. Just Jules, Venom, one of Shango's video picks inside the Play of the Sledge show.
Y'all appreciate that. I got my man come on. So we want to give him a little round of applause, please, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, no, that's a little weak. Can we give him a bigger round of applause than that? Yo! I think I might have heard about 4 or 5 little claps, but that worked. Alright? So look, we just don't pay homage. These rappers work a lot hard. They work hard on their craft. We want to make sure we pay and give them respect, alright? If you love Hawaii, let me get up. Yo! If you're having a good time, let me get up. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. If you came in to teach June, let me get up. Jump, jump.
Put up in the party with the gang again. All they kill the stage like a jet. My grass like rocket, secular shit. You still want mama car, I the mama car. Some Jimmy Juice, and that for us too. Fill that coach up with the rats. DJ Paul on it. Jerry Jones, I run the set. Used to play the cornerback. Now I'm on the center stage. My heart cold and full of rage. I can't go if I ain't pay. She can't come and she don't fuck. Put up in her daddy's truck. And this thing I blew her back. Yeah, seen her later. Who is that? There go Doogie dripping black. Spider with the venom. Skirt off in the denim, yeah. She a thotty, got a body, do Pilates, yeah. Go to party, sip a party, that's my type, yeah. Only for the night, only for the night. Run it up, yeah. I can't run it, yeah. Run it up, yeah. I can't run enough, yeah. Run it up, yeah. I can't run enough, yeah. She a thotty, got a body, do Pilates, yeah. Run it up, yeah. I can't run enough, yeah. She a thotty, got a body, do Pilates, yeah. Go to party, sip a party, that's my type, yeah. Only for the night, only for the night. Run it up, yeah. I can't run enough, yeah. Frozen in my 48, cause my cup is 48. I do this like every day. I'm so hurt, I medicate. I can't catch no Medicaid. I crush speed like letter say. Bitches love me like I'm Bieber. I'm so hot, I gave her fever. Pat ayy. Flip him, then I switch, ayy. She a thotty, got a body, do Pilates, yeah. Go to party, sip a Cardi, that's my type, yeah. Only for the night, only for the night. Run it up, yeah, I can't run enough, yeah. Run it up, yeah, I can't run enough, yeah. Run it up, yeah, I can't run enough, yeah. She a thotty, got a body, do Pilates, yeah. Run it up, yeah, I can't run enough, yeah. She a thotty, got a body, do Pilates, yeah. Go to party, sip a Cardi, that's my type, yeah. Only for the night, only for the night. Run it up, yeah, I can't run enough, yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Stop it. Don't act like you ain't never screwed up. That was my man Just Jules with Venom. Hey man, I noticed I'm checking out the Facebook thread, trying to see what people are saying on Facebook. I'm not really seeing no voting going on, man. That's the whole point of the show, is for you guys to vote. But someone just asked, how can they get their music on the show, man? Like what it says right here on this ticker. Send your tracks to playitosled808 at gmail.com. You can get at me through Instagram at playitosled808. And definitely, just email me either the MP3 track, or you can email the YouTube URL. Now I'm trying to wonder what the hell is going on with the I see. I'm not watching my video. I'm watching someone's watch party. Shout out to the homie Sincere for starting that watch party, man. I appreciate you, family. All the more better, man, to help the show keep going, to spread it around, get people into it. But the Play of the Sled show, although we're based here in Hawaii, we do play the music and videos of artists from abroad. The whole point is to get you exposed, to let people who otherwise would not have heard your song or would not have seen your video get to know you as the artist. We don't charge anybody for nothing. We don't do none of that other bullshit that I see going on a lot of these so-called music review shows. If you're reviewing an artist track and offering your opinion on their track or on their video, I see no reason at all, and nobody can justify it for me. I see no reason at all why the artist has to pay you for that. Because without the artist songs, without the artist videos, your show doesn't have any content. So why do they then have to pay you to present their music on your platform, when without their music, you wouldn't have one? That's just me. I don't know about nobody else. That's just me. Everyone can do whatever they want to do, but I don't choose to charge artists for playing their music videos or their songs on this show. I don't see no point in that. I don't see the legitimacy of that. But I do. My thing is, if you're going to charge an artist, and I don't care if it's $5, I don't care if it's $1. If you're going to charge an artist to review their music on your platform, and you don't have millions of viewers, that doesn't make any sense to me. It really doesn't. I watched the metrics on the videos that are put on the Play It or Slay It page after we're done with the broadcast, and I'm hoping that I'm still live. I don't think I'm still live right now, but I definitely should be still live. But I don't know if we're still live or not. It doesn't appear that we are still live. I'm not sure if we are or not. Doesn't look like we are, so I'm going to have to probably restart this. So if you're watching on KRUD-DB, I am more likely than not going to have to do a quick stop and start of this, because Facebook has done something. So let me see if I can do this and not totally wreck what we got going on right now. Yep, something is off. Okay, so hopefully we're back. Hopefully we're back. Okay, we are back. Welcome back to the Player Sled Show. I have no idea what happened, man. None. Zero. Zilch. I have no clue what happened. Um, but at least we're back and the show's still going. So I'll just have to, make it do what it do. All right, I see Sincere, you still with me. I have no idea what happened, man. Facebook does what it wants to from time to time, but it is what it is. But as I was saying before we had to do the quick start and stop to keep the stream going, um, I'll never charge an artist a dime for sending their music to me or sending me a URL of the video to present it on this program. We do not, at least I do not, charge artists for that. And I won't. Because without their videos, without their songs, my show has no content. It would just literally be me sitting here talking to you. I can do that on Facebook Live, by itself. I don't need to, you know, drag out a bunch of equipment, lighting, and cameras and all of that just to sit and chat with people on Facebook Live. But for the purposes of this show, I just want to make that crystal clear. The reason why I don't believe in charging artists to present their music on this program is simply due to that fact alone. Without the artist, I have no show. So thank you, artists, for sharing your music, sharing your talent, and sending in your videos and sending in your tracks. Now, what I will charge for, let's say you want to do a live interview with me during the broadcast of this program, then yes, I will charge for that because I'll have to do an entirely different setup to bring you into the broadcast of the show. So, yeah, I got to expend some man hours because I want you to look good. I want your interview to be great so that you have a really good video that you can use for yourself to promote your music. So, yes, there will be it's not a great big charge, but there will be a charge for that. If you want to do an entire review of either your mixtape or your album, if you have an album and you want the whole Play of the Sled show to just be about your album, there'll be a charge for that because basically we'll be turning away the opportunity to play other artists' music during the show. And we're going to dedicate the show solely to you with your album. There'll be a charge for that. So album reviews, mixtape reviews, and interviews, those are the only things that I will charge for in the Play of the Sled program. Okay? So now that we got all of that out of the way, I want to keep things moving right along with some more music. This is from the young homie, Young Maine. What up, Rob Bass? How do we what? Rob Bass, you asking how to send in music? If you want to send in a track, you can send your track to playitorslayit808@gmail.com. If you want to share your video, then if your video is already on YouTube or Vimeo or something like that, just shoot me the video URL and we'll throw it into the show. We don't have anything to do with the audience votes. So if the audience says slay it, it's not on me. All right. Just want to make that clear. If the audience ain't feeling it, that's the audience's word. But don't ever take the audience telling us to slay your track personally. Take what they're saying, but because what we're asking them to do is provide a little constructive feedback to let us know why they don't like it, so that we can share that with you, so you can go back into the studio, fix this, fix that, tweak this, tweak that, make the song better, and come back. All right. But that's how you get your music on the show. Ain't no sending nothing to no Cash Apps or PayPal accounts, to skip no lines or nothing like that. And while I'm on that, if you're sending money to someone for a music review and they have no real credentials in the industry, you're just choosing to get got. That's all I'm saying. I see music reviews with people sitting in their bathroom, sitting in their kitchen, none of what you see here, no overlays, no real effort into presenting something that looks and sounds professional. But they want to charge you for it and then not give you any input that you can actually use. What I like to do is share a little bit of industry knowledge. And I will be doing that, over the course of time that I'm going to be doing this platform. And hopefully you guys can learn something about the music business and how to really put your music out there. So yes, if your song receives a bunch of plays, or I'm just feeling your track, I am going to take your track and I'm going to put it in rotation on my internet radio station, Rude Boy Radio 808. The station is fully licensed. We're monitored by BDS and DTS and Live 365. So your song plays on Rude Boy Radio 808 count. So when you send your MP3, even if you haven't set up the metadata right, and metadata is important, even if you haven't set it up right, before I put it into the playlist, or before I put it into rotational Rude Boy Radio 808, I'll fix your metadata. So that when people are listening to the song on TuneIn and they're like, damn, what artist is this? The correct title of your song will appear. Your name as an artist will appear. That's what metadata is. So when you get ready to send someone an MP3 of your song, click on your details part. Like right click on your MP3 file, go into your details, and make sure that your metadata is set up right. So when it's playing on these other radio stations and other websites and whatnot, if they have software or plugins or apps that are going to read your song info and present it on the screen to the people listening or watching, that is correct. Okay, so learn how to set up your metadata. It's real easy to do. There's even a free app that you can use called ID3. Find ID3, install it on your desktop, your laptop, whatever, and set up your metadata. And make sure that your artwork is included in your metadata. All right? If you're going to send your music out there, make sure your music is set up right. But I'm going to keep this shit moving right along, man. Get into Young Maine's video. This is the homie Young Maine, another local Hawaii artist, and this is his joint called What We Do.
Y'all don't want no smoke, I'ma kill a flatline you. Any time of day we can play, we can slide through. Ever since a youngin' I've been trapping like a damn fool. And if you talking down, we gon' have to come find you. You know what we do, yeah, you know what we do. Yeah, my niggas down to shoot, and they do it for the loot. Yeah, you know what we do, yeah, you know what we do. Yeah, they know what we do. I call my hit a line, he gon' come and take your chain. No matter where you from, the streets is never safe. That's why my nigga D just put up with your safe. Fucking with the ops, we gon' rearrange your face. These niggas think I'm rich, but I've always been broke. Rapper think about it, I'll just take it as a joke. My killer pulling up, he gon' give you all the smoke. I told you stupid fuckers, you don't want it with the low. I just got done, nigga, fucking your bitch. My niggas come in and we taking your shit. Walk out your door with your hoe in a brick. Then we hit the block and we flip that shit. Young nigga from the island, we southsiding. Narcotics in the woods where we hide it. Ops want some static, then we slide in. Y'all don't want no smoke, I'ma kill a flatline you. Any time of day we can play, we can slide through. Ever since a youngin' I've been trapping like a damn fool. And if you talking down, we gon' have to come find you. You know what we do, yeah, you know what we do. Yeah, my niggas down to shoot, and they do it for the loot. Yeah, you know what we do. Yeah, you know what we do. Yeah, they know what we do. You never hit a lick, how you claim me with the shit. I've been out here trapping, shawty whip that brick. Never change up, always with the same click. If you fuck with us, then you get your head split. I've been on the road, trying to fuck a little hoe. Trying to get some dough, fuck around and get some more. Trying to get 500 just to do a little show. If shit pop off, my nigga got the pole. Yeah, you say you bout it, but we doubt it. We just put your plug out the outlet. Asian with a different type of chopstick. Machete in the jungle, we gon' chop shit. Never be a witness, we with the business. My nigga with the shit, my young and reckless. Made a couple thousand off a op necklace. That's another opposition, y'all don't want no smoke. I'ma kill a flatline you. Any time of day we can play, we can slide through. Ever since a youngin' I've been trapping like a damn fool. And if you talking down, we gon' have to come find you. You know what we do, yeah, you know what we do. Yeah, my niggas down to shoot, and they do it for the loot. Yeah, you know what we do. Yeah, you know what we do. Yeah, they know what we do.
I did come in for the 808.
this problem.
Big problem.
I really need it.
A good DJ.
And I kept searching.
And searching.
There are so many choices.
It's really hard to find one that has all the things on my list.
But I finally did it.
Yes. Thank you.
If you are looking for one as well,
Look no further.
Here's a really good one.
Just use mine.
Use mine.
I'm very satisfied.
Definitely recommend.
Problem gone.
thank you.
All right, we're still inside the Play of the Sled show. It's your boy Shango the Don Raga. For those of you who may be watching from abroad, we're broadcasting to you live all the way from the beautiful island state of Hawaii, Pearl City to be in fact. And thank you guys so much for tuning in and sharing a little bit of your time with us today. What we do is we feature the music and videos of artists doing music independently on the underground tip that are, born and bred right here in the great 808 state, or maybe they're just over here living for a while, going to school, working, whatever the case is. But we also feature music and videos from independent artists from abroad who send it into the show, trying to get established, trying to get, their works in front of a very receptive audience and, get a foothold in the Pacific. You know what I'm saying? Coming to you live from a Little Rock, all the way in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. I'm Shango the Don Raga, and thank you so much for tuning in. Now, what I was talking about a little bit earlier, and letting artists know about what happens to their music when they send it into the Play of the Sled show. The audience votes on it. Whether they say play it, whether they say sled, and we hopefully get a little bit of feedback from them. But even if no one says nothing, and if you've been watching the convo thread on the Facebook live stream, nobody's really voting. And that's okay. Because if I like your track and I put it into rotation on rudeboyradio808.com, you can definitely be rest assured that you're getting pro streams. You're getting pro plays on my station. The station is fully licensed with all of the performance rights organizations, and your song plays are monitored by BDS and DTS when it's played on Rude Boy Radio 808. We don't charge anybody to play their music on the Play It or Sled show. The only things that we do charge for are artist services, meaning if we're doing an interview with you and putting you on live during the program, there's a small charge for that. If we're doing a mixtape review or a full album review and turning away the submissions of all other artists during that particular broadcast, yes, we will charge for that. So now you know, definitely from a mic. Oh, thank you, Melissa, for sharing the show. Appreciate it, man. So if you're watching the show, vote on the tracks that you hear. Vote on the videos. Share the show, man. Definitely share it. And send those likes. The more likes we get, the more prominent the stream will be in the news feeds and on timelines and whatnot. So if you are just coming into the broadcast, we have been through quite a few songs already. I mean, we've heard from Deuce. We've heard from the homie Action and Jason all the way out of Maui. We've heard from Whoa, WHOAA, all the way out of the LA area. We've seen the video from One Night featuring RJ called I Want Money coming to us out of the Vegas area. We've heard the song Body from the Single Stoners Club, and he comes all the way, I believe he's all the way in Connecticut. Yeah, so we got joints from Connecticut. Just Jules, another local 808 artist, his track called Venom. Astro Guillotine out of the Curbside Worldwide family featuring Toxic and their new video for Dos Mas. If you haven't seen it, go on YouTube, find that. Astro Guillotine featuring Toxic, and it's called Dos Mas, 2 more. We've just watched Young Main's video for his track What We Do. And we saw D Sloan all day a little bit earlier. So that now, and I can't forget the big homie Sincere Scott. You need to find Sincere on Apple Music. Find it. You will definitely thank me later. So what we're going to do now is get into this track from Newborn featuring Trainia Lux. I hope I said that right. Trainia Lux. And the name of the song is called Do It Big. And it even has its own YouTube dance challenge. So the track, Do It Big, Newborn featuring Trainia Lux. I want to throw out a quick disclaimer. Although we don't own any copyrights to any of the songs that we're playing, and we do have the permission to play the songs and the videos from the artists themselves, some of the artists' distribution choices may actually own copyright. So if they are distributing their song through a service like CD Baby or DistroKid or Bandcamp, more likely than not, the song is those companies are holding copyright over the song. So although you'll be able to see and hear everything while we broadcast live, when you come across the video feed later, it may be muted. We have no control over that, which is why we broadcast across multiple platforms at the same time. So if you come across the video later of this live stream on Facebook and it says that parts of it are muted, don't worry about it. You can go watch the full uninterrupted broadcast of the show on YouTube Live on our Rude Boy Radio 808 YouTube channel. So just go on YouTube and look for Rude Boy Radio 808. The show will be there in its entirety. We also broadcast on Periscope TV through Twitter. So you can find Rude Boy Radio 808 on Twitter, or Play It or Slay It 808 on Twitter. And Chew.tv, like you're chewing food, Chew.tv. And just look for Rude Boy Radio 808 on Chew.tv, and you'll be able to watch the full broadcast of the show uninterrupted there. So that's what we do. We broadcast, we simulcast across all of these platforms at the same time to give the artist the maximum amount of exposure. I want to thank everybody that is watching via Facebook Live, whether you're coming to us through a group or you're coming to us directly. But let's go ahead and get into this track from Newborn featuring Trainia Lux. It's called Do It Big. If you like it, let us know to keep playing it and throw it in rotation on Rude Boy Radio 808. If you ain't feeling it, slay it. Let's get into it.
Do it big, do it big, do it big. I do it big. Go hard. Go hard, go hard, go hard. I go hard. We do it big. We do it big. Do it big, do it big, do it big. Do it big. Go hard. Go hard. Go hard, go hard, go hard. I go hard. Everybody wanna buy by the bottle, probably want a couple dime, then swap it for a quarter. I do it big like the years no tomorrow, no sweat. Round in college, just drop another dollar. Everybody wanna buy by the bottle, probably want a couple dime, then swap it for a quarter. I do it big like the years no tomorrow, no sweat. Round in college, just drop another dollar. They say I do it too big, I'm suicidal. Jump man in the car, flight without a pilot. I stopped in the track right before a one-nighter. Went in too deep, they treat me like an outsider. We can meet till dawn, call me the night rider. Freaks having fun, proceed to get higher. I never worry about the cash spent. Plus I'm fresh to death as if I stepped out of casket. I wait till y'all to get the club in. Then I'm a parking lot pent with a mop full of peppermint. Smoking on the element, sipping on my preference. Straight out the shower, smelling heavy sin. Plus I want the one that's innocent. So when she apply for the job, she get the work and the benefits. Certified mistress, never been a misfit. I put her body on my hit list. Everybody wanna buy by the bottle, probably want a couple dime, then swap it for a quarter. I do it big like the years no tomorrow, no sweat. Round in college, just drop another dollar. Everybody wanna buy by the bottle, probably want a couple dime, then swap it for a quarter. I do it big like the years no tomorrow, no sweat. Round in college, just drop another dollar.
Who that chick that's exotic with the hips? Who that girl by the cheese, by them chips? Who that girl doing shows, making trips? Trini and Lux got the sauce and the drip. Yeah, I'm super cute, flow so cold, need bulletproof. I've been a true track of flame when I'm
Let us know how you feel about the song. Drop those play it, so slay it.
They hear me coming, music cooking like a pot of soup. Yeah, on call, you gon' see the troops. Nothing but bad dimes hopping out the coop. Yeah, and we flying in some parachutes. Calling shots, you may see me in the business suit. Do it big, that's the only way I know to. Crunch time, I'm the only one they go to. Hit a shot, I'm just doing what I'm supposed to. Was local, now I'm going global. Shout out to my dogs, no lesson. Shutting down shows and Tallahassee. I'ma do it big, I'ma do it big. On the way to love, big cars, big crib.
Everybody wanna buy by the bottle, probably want a couple dime, then swap it for a quarter. I do it big like the years no tomorrow, no sweat. Round in college, just drop another dollar. Everybody wanna buy by the bottle, probably want a couple dime, then swap it for a quarter. I do it big like the years no tomorrow, no sweat.
Rob Bass says play it. All right. We got one play it from Rob Bass. So, you know what I'm saying? Hey, even if we only get one, because I don't see any other slays or nothing, that's two plays for it coming from the homie JC. So, two plays for, let me make sure I'm saying this right because the name is a little bit difficult to pronounce. Newborn featuring Trainia Lux. Do It Big. Newborn. And it's spelled Newbourne. Newborn featuring Trainia, Tranea Lux, Luxe. Do It Big. So they got 2 plays, and I don't see any slays in the feed or anything like that. So we playing it. And I like the song, man. It's just one of those easy songs that can fit into any nightclub type of situation. His flow, though, his style of delivery, I guess it's got to grow on me a little bit, maybe. But I noticed that there are a lot of young artists, that are adopting that kind of monotonic style of delivery where there's not a lot of inflection. There's no rises and falls within their delivery of a lyric. But you know what? If that's the trend, that's the trend. So I can't hate on it. But what I really like is when Trainia Lux comes in. There's something about female MCs and female vocalists on tracks like these that adds that element. You know what I mean? You take a track like something that's kind of hot and popular right now, Tiptoes. Everybody likes the song because, old boy's on it from the Migos. But I've actually seen dudes in the club when I play this song get more turned up when Sweetie's part comes on. So, hey, shouts out to Newborn and Trainia Lux. The name of the track is Do It Big. You can find it on YouTube. There's a Do It Big dance challenge associated with the song. So make sure you go on YouTube, find it, play it. Maybe you can contact the artist directly through their own social media and let them know that you're feeling the song. Now, the next track that's coming up is from one of Hawaii's veterans of the hip-hop scene, talking about the homie Rucka Praised All Day. So if you know Rucka or you've been around in Hawaii long enough to know who Rucka is, he's a dope lyricist. He always has been. He's never really been on trendy things or, the usual topics. I would say usual topics meaning women, booze, I got this, I got that. But I think y'all will like what he came forward with. It's called Something Slow. So let's get into it. This is his video. Rucka the Magnificent. Something Slow.
Man, it sent me back lately and had my mind on track. And when you lose a piece, you welcome in the maniac. Swell positions played foul is cause to react. Keep your change, embrace to the grave. And the fact is being we were created to prosper and advance. If a time now while people been stuck in the transient, overseeing and believing us blinded by the government. Don't commit the crime, leave the Lord his vengeance. And if in heaven sent, in our soul shine lit. You couldn't tell us otherwise. Reminiscing on the better times that we had nothing, just the waves tumbling. Stumbled on the microphone and started running. If you believe in something, don't give in. You put in the work, create the skin, be the difference. They never said it was given, you get in. Count your blessings and stick to your living. Just ghost ride, go so fly. Swear that life ain't worth the living if you ain't killing the time. Say that life ain't worth the living if you ain't killing the time. Say that life ain't worth the living if you ain't killing the time. And we can just ghost ride, go so fly. Swear that life ain't worth the living if you ain't killing the time. Say that life ain't worth the living if you ain't killing the time. Say that life ain't worth the living if you ain't killing the time. Living life in hell, had to learn to take inhale. Come back 6 times harder because I got to prevail. Swear it don't make sense if you ain't paddle through the swell. Use your knowledge and your mind and by all means to excel. If you don't plan to succeed, then your plan is to fail. My life's behind bars and beats, this world is a jail. If you're searching for castles, creating yourself. Everybody wants happy, but the meaning is frail. And I couldn't see the future not too long ago. Put in work with all this music, let the fire grow. Now my thoughts hold weight, flown around the globe. Said we up in here and we about to bring the gold home. All my partners hold it down, turn up killing shows. Always had the right foot and now we float along. From nothing to crushing game, we like King Kong. You ain't gotta sing along, just witness me taking off. We can just ghost ride. We can just ghost fly. We can just ghost ride. We can take it just on get high. So so we can just ghost ride, coast so fly. Swear that life ain't worth the living if you ain't killing the time. I said that life ain't worth the living if you ain't killing the time. I said that life ain't worth the living if you ain't killing the time. So we can just ghost ride, coast so fly. Swear that life ain't worth the living if you ain't killing the time. I said that life ain't worth the living if you ain't killing the time. I said that life ain't worth the living if you ain't killing that time. That life ain't worth the living if you ain't killing time.
Yeah, that was the homie Rucker the Magnificent with his joint called Something Slow. So, yeah, like I said, he's got that classical flow. You know what I'm saying? When I hear Rucker, that puts me in the mind of dudes like Common. You know what I mean? Common is just a consummate lyricist, and I've always loved that about him. So, shouts out to Rucker for that joint. First time I've ever seen him in a music video. All right, the homie Rob Bass says play. Yeah, that one would have to. Yeah, I agree, bro. I agree. I like the message in the song, but it's definitely a track that has to grow on you. It's not just gonna catch you on the first listen. But Rucker's always been a really good lyricist. He's always been positive in his message. I don't even think the homie curses in any of his rhymes, to be honest with you. So he's definitely one of the shining lights in our hip hop movement out here. He's always, helping out the younger cats, giving them advice. You know what I mean? So he's a real good dude. Outside of being a really good artist, he's just a genuinely good person. And I like that about him. I'm going to keep things moving right along. I got a couple more tracks for you. This next one, though, this is actually a video. It's from the homie Action, and it features Keys, and it's called Super Strong. What I like about Action is he is dude is a straight up hustler. I mean, he's on his grind, like 24/7 on his grind. Whenever you see this dude, he is, flipping his CDs, flipping his product, trying to get put on this, on that. He's flying to other islands, to other states, working and collaborating with other artists, man, to broaden his scope and definitely deepen his portfolio, man. And I just like how he moves, irregardless of what cats may say about him negatively. I love how this dude moves, and I've known him for a long time. I've seen him from, his humble come up to where he's at now. And no one really gave him nothing. He had to work for every inch that he took. So let's go on and get into this joint, man. It's Action featuring the homie Keys, and it's called Super Strong.
20 birds, we get them by the flock.
Blowing super strong like a gust of wind. I've been getting money, where the fuck you been? If you need some buds, I can plug you in. If you need some buds, I can plug you in. Blowing super strong like a gust of wind. I've been getting money, where the fuck you been? If you need some buds, I can plug you in. If you need some buds, I can plug you in. I'm bagging up while I'm smoking on some sticky stuff. We blowing loud like the music, turn the speakers up. I've been around different cities getting features up. The word around town that your weed sucks. Trapping, rapping, stacking, get your bread up. I'm rolling top notch, sipping red cup. Holla at my plug, we get the best bud. Light up a blunt and fill your chest up. We smoking heavy, dog, 20 birds, we set it off. Blunt looking like a log, I'ma burn it out. Inside my whip, looking like some fall. Hit the bottle, Henny, pass it to my dog. Bird gang, all we do is serve and slang. Keep a lot of herb, I be burning, man. I have to a zip, what I burn a day. A+, blaze up, got that work, man. Blowing super strong like a gust of wind. I've been getting money, where the fuck you been? If you need some buds, I can plug you in. If you need some buds, I can plug you in. Blowing super strong like a gust of wind. I've been getting money, where the fuck you been? If you need some buds, I can plug you in. If you need some buds, I can plug you in.
I get high like an astronaut, blasting off smoking moon rocks. Me, Egypt, and actors still blowing loud at the boondocks. I got that blue drink mixed with Big Island gelato. Going for throttle, popping bottles, hollering at models. Only if she swallows, put your whole clique and get hit with hollows. Not seeing tomorrow, have your whole family drowning in sorrow. Marijuana activated, hot boxing in a black Mercedes. Snatching up these niggas, ladies. We getting high on the daily. Look my backwood, cause I roll that whole thing. Shit, you know how I do, I represent that bird gang. Look, I be on one, higher than giraffe fast. Plus I got that plug, boy, you looking for the fire gas.
Blowing super strong like a gust of wind. I've been getting money, where the fuck you been? If you need some buds, I can plug you in. If you need some buds, I can plug you in. Blowing super strong like a gust of wind. I've been getting money, where the fuck you been? If you need some buds, I can plug you in. If you need some buds, I can plug you in.
In this building, please cease operations and leave the building utilizing the nearest exit or fire exit stairway.
Damn. That was the homie Action featuring Keys with their joint Super Strong. They smoke a lot of damn weed, man. Damn. Woo. Shout out to the homie Action and the homie Keys. I've known Keys since my Tiki Entertainment days. But every time I watch this video, in my mind, I'm like, man, they would be perfect for like a Hawaii version of, How High. Or, they could be like the Hawaii Cheech and Chong, you know what I'm saying? So, shouts out to them, man. They are very, very big supporters of the cannabis movement. Action has been, they dope, bro. Action has actually been, opening for a lot of great artists that have, been here on the island. I know he opened up for Ellie Mack, at her show. He's scheduled to open up for somebody else. He's got features with guys like Forgiato Blow. So the boy is putting in work. You understand what I'm saying? So shout out to him and the whole 20 Birds camp. Super Strong, that was the video. And all I see is play, and I'm definitely going to keep playing that on Rude Boy Radio 808. You can best believe. I got one more joint, man. One more joint. And this comes from one half of the Wavy Souls. If you know who the Wavy Souls are, they're a duo, actually, made up of two artists, Lord Jordan and Chris Waters. They occasionally do, singles by themselves, but they are very much so a group. And they are highly entertaining to watch. So let's go ahead and get into this joint from Lord Jordan. It's called Drop It, inside the Play of the Sled Show.
I like the way she look. I don't know why she doing that, the way she doing it, but I like it. Girl, gonna drop it and pick it up. Bet if I hit it, feel like a glove. Sorry, I'm not looking for your love, but all of that has made me wanna rub. Drop it, 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 drop it. Then when she drop it, I flip it, I get it and rip it. It's R.I.P. fatality where I finish shit. Get over here, I just get like a John Deere tractor. Sit on me cause that ass fatter. Back that ass up on my Johnson. Presidential mouth like Clinton or Washington. I act like I didn't know what was popping until we get home and that ass turn a mosh pit. Fast with the flow, spaz on a hoe. Easy to grab after a show, bring it to the home. Low key a freak, she ain't even know till she in the room, man. Gave Denzel Dimmadome. I'm not Timmy Turner, don't wish for a burner. I just wish Ferraris for all of my circle. And of course some pretty beauties that are down. Told her just like monthly bills come back around. Boot it up, not boost and then boot her out. That Uber come fast after that Uber mouth. Girl, I'm not paying for you, it's a drought. How am I getting home? Better figure it out. After I'm done getting all of my fix, I just work and I work until that weekend hits. I pull up to the club for the next fine ass chicken. Just watch her booty and be hit when she drop it. Hey, drop it, 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 hey, drop it.
All right, that was Lord Jordan's joint called Drop It. One thing I always like about Lord Jordan, man, is I mean, I don't even think that he knows how good that song is. Reason why I like it so much is sonically is dead on. Everything's in the pocket with regards to the sound because some songs are super bass heavy, so all you really wind up hearing is a lot of distortion. But the sonics on the song are great. So shouts out to the production. I like his style of delivery. When you hear his voice, you automatically know who it is. And he's managed to start branding, that whoa, whoa, when he walks into a club, people who know him, they immediately start saying, whoa, whoa, whoa. And you know that Lord Jordan is in the building. So that's one of the things I really like about him. Girlfriend said play. All right, got it. So we gonna keep playing that one then because your girlfriend said so. But if you've never seen both of them on stage at the same time, Chris Waters and Lord Jordan, you definitely owe it to yourself to come to the next show where you see Curbside Worldwide performing because they've been jumping on a lot of their events as of late. But they are no rookies to the game out here. They have opened up for major label artists that have been here on the island. They have music videos at the Yin Yang. They have connections that spread across the mainland United States. So they are not rookies to the game. But like a lot of hip hop artists in Hawaii, because hip hop in Hawaii doesn't get a lot of support from the media, meaning the terrestrial corporate ran radio stations and whatnot. Um, you know, they still operate on what's considered to be the underground level. But as you guys have seen, as you guys have heard, there's no reason why their music can't compete with what you hear on the radio every day. But that's why radio is pretty much nothing like what it used to be. Now you have music directors and program directors who are handed a pre-selected playlist from a general manager who got it from some corporate nut, in the mainland somewhere, who doesn't know the first damn thing about music, who only follows the Billboard charts and doesn't know anything about what's going on locally within the hip hop scene, the local R&B scene, or the local pop scene. And that's another thing that I wanted to make sure that I touched on before I stop broadcasting tonight. The Play It or Slay It show is not solely limited to hip hop music. It is open to R&B. It is open to local reggae. It is open to pop. So irregardless of the genre of music that you perform in, if you are trying to have your music presented to a live audience to either get feedback on what you may be doing right, what you may be doing wrong, or just simply to present your work to a new audience, you can send it in. So let that be known that the Play It or Slay It show is not just about hip hop and rap. All right? It's not. It's about all different forms of music. So if you're doing pop music and you haven't been getting a lot of love from the radio stations and venues, ain't really letting you come in and do your thing live on stage, you can send your music here. and let me present it in front of my audience that watches the show. I'll happily do so. Even if it's reggae, not necessarily island style and reggae. Let's say you're doing dancehall. Maybe you're doing reggaeton, and you can't really find an outlet for it. You can come here to the Play of the Sled show. If you're doing R&B music, like my man Sincere Scott, or other R&B artists who are incredible, and their music isn't played on a single solitary radio station here. I'm talking about guys like Daniel Sauls, Drew Singer, who else? Yoza Allen. God, I mean, she is dope, and she performs all over the place. But you don't hear a Yoza Allen song on the radio. You know what I mean? Rachel Cruz. There are so many artists on this rock that deserve to be heard via radio, but if it's left up to those guys over there, their music will never see the light of day. At least not on an FM radio station here. So that's why shows like this, things like this, platforms like this become so important, because they really do help the artists get exposure and get their music heard and seen by audiences all over the world who really will appreciate it. And we'll talk more about that next week, about the evils of corporate radio. I don't really want to get into it on this broadcast, but most definitely we will get into it. And I don't care who get mad. KS Cobra Commander. Oh, you tagging people into the show. Bet. But for the artists that want to get their music featured on this platform, you can send in your MP3 or your URL for your YouTube video or Vimeo video to playit808@gmail.com. There's absolutely no charge. There's no need to worry about sending money to a Cash App or to a PayPal account to skip any lines or anything like that. As you can see from the numbers you see in the broadcast, it's not like we have 20 million people watching the live at one time. But hopefully those numbers will grow. I would like to look up and see that number to hit like 200-300 per broadcast. That would be awesome. So make sure you share the show, like the show, tell people about it. Tell your friends who are artists about it. Like, hey, there's this guy, Shango the Don Raga. I don't know if he's Jamaican or Haitian or African or what, but he has a music review show that he does on Facebook Live. He simulcast it to YouTube, Periscope, something called Chew TV, and you can get your music heard. Shout out to the big homie Big Hap. So if you've got new music that you want to get out there, holla at me. If you want to do a mixtape or album review, we got to talk about that, because there is a charge for that. Because what I'll literally be doing is turning away the submissions of all of the artists during that particular broadcast as we go through your entire mixtape or your entire album. If you want to do an interview where you will be on the air with me live during the broadcast of the program, there's a nominal charge for that, and we'll need to talk about it. But trust me, it ain't going to break your pockets. It's not much. I'm not into that whole trying to break artists' pockets and get rich off artists type of stuff. Never have been, never will be. But there is going to be a cost involved, because I have to set all of that up. Other than that, it is completely and totally free to send your music to us, to me, to send your videos to me, and I will add them during the program, and I'll definitely give you as much constructive feedback as I can. We do like to share a lot of music industry knowledge during this program. At least I do. So if you're wondering, what do people mean when they say pro streams or pro plays? How do I get affiliated to a PRO? What is a PRO? How do I set up my publishing? How do I get my music on Apple Music? How do I get on Yahoo Music? Or how do I get on Amazon? Or whatever the case may be, I'll definitely be able to let guys know how to get that done. So if you have a question about the industry, you can drop it in the combo thread, and I'll do my best to answer it. With that being said, man, it's been great, this show. I really appreciate everybody who's been watching. That's going to do it for me this evening. Make sure you tune in next week on Wednesday, unless I decide to do another show in between, that is. But normally the whole intent was to do this on Wednesdays from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. But after last night's show, because a lot of the audio was missing, after I figured out what was going wrong, I definitely wanted to redo the show tonight and give all of the artists who had submitted songs and video links their just due. So I hope you all enjoyed it. You can go back and watch the show on replay. There is a disclaimer that I've been putting out, understanding that dependent on depending upon what company or what outlet the artists are choosing to distribute their music. Like if they send it out through CD Baby or DistroKid or Bandcamp or one of those guys, the actual company may have copyright ownership of their work. And if they don't have, if I don't have permission from the company, when you go back later to watch this live stream, more likely than not, Facebook will mute those songs. Okay, but that's why I simulcast across multiple platforms at the same time. If you don't want to watch it on Facebook because certain songs are muted, you can go watch the broadcast on YouTube Live. Just look for Rude Boy Radio 808's YouTube channel. We're also on Periscope TV. You can find us on Periscope, and you can find Rude Boy Radio 808 on Chew.tv and watch the entire broadcast of the show uninterrupted with no muting. Okay, and on that note, guys, that's going to do it for me. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching. I appreciate all the love that you showed. But make sure you tune in Wednesday without fail. I'll be here presenting new music and new videos from Hawaii's artists as well as artists from abroad. And other than that, God bless you. Be safe. Have a good night. I'll catch you guys next week.